What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Big 988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet, and we had so much fun opening the last box. We're opening box number 2. Now, if you're seeing this on YouTube, do me a favor, watch the first one because we're not going to go into as much detail for the cards in this box as we did with the last one. As always, for our box openings, we do have a sponsor, MTG Headquarters. If you're in the Twitch stream now, the link is being posted. Please click it. Go check him out. Go hit subscribe. He makes great Magic the Gathering content, much better than I do. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure some point during the stream to go down to the description box below, give a click to good old MTG Headquarters. He makes wonderful Magic the Gathering content, much better than I could ever create. So let's get right into this box, okay? Now, again, I want to remind you, I'm presuming you have some knowledge of how Magic works for this box opening. Otherwise, you might want to go watch the other one first. As we talk a little bit more about the details of how the game is played. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, Garrett. Stop being a dick. Stop being a dick. Yeah. I'm going to go willy-nilly through this box this time. I'm just going to pick a pack at random. I'm going to open it. It's going to go crazy. Going crazy. Going crazy. Woo! Here we go. Token. That's a great start to a box right there. Court of Calling. 15 American bucks guaranteed to define the current standard. Heavily played in other formats as well. Wonderful card. Great, great card. Thank you. That's how we wanted to start this box off. Number 2. Yeah, again, as I said in the last stream, my favorite Scuttling Doom engine. Love it. Love it. Wonderful card. Scuttles. It's Doom. It's everything you want. It's everywhere you want to be. What's in your wallet? Probably a condom. The Sliverland. This card is pretty cool. We'll talk about it a little bit because we haven't seen one. It taps to add to colorless for any purposes. Okay, good. Taps to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool that you can only spend on slivers. And then finally, put a 1/1 colorless sliver token into play. Activate this ability only if you control a sliver. And it does cost 5 to do that. So that's pretty steep. But if you have a bunch of good slivers out, that's also really cool. So again, I don't know. Card's weird. It's great for casting costs. The third ability is rarely relevant, but when it is relevant, I saw somebody in Sealed playing this with the Banishing Sliver, the one that removes a card. As long as it's in play, it's the Banishing. I don't know, it's not actually called the Banishing Sliver. That's the sliver when it comes into play, exiles a creature. That was insane. 5 mana, exile your best guy. 5 mana, exile your best guy. Insane. Insane. It's a good card. Can't argue with that. Someone's going to want it, even if it ain't me. Again, we got our Goblin Kaboomist. So, you know, I mean, he does his thing. It's just a card I like. I don't know if it's playable. Had it been a 2/1, it would have been way more playable. But again, if you have the Red Paragon out, he's amazing. Once again, we have the Shield of the Avatar. Shield of not the Avatar movie, which is a bad film. By the way. Directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Shamalama Ding Dong. But again, that's a good card. As the opposite of that movie. Here we go. Got a foil Carrion Crow. Great limited card. Not good at really anywhere else. It is a zombie. And it is a crow. Could have been a raven. I'd have preferred a raven. Again, those angel fans out there, we got us another Avacyn. Avacyn Guardian Angel. Protection from colors. Good card. Good card. Again, don't know if it's pushed enough to make standard, but who knows after rotation. Colonian Twin Grove. Again, we talked about this card in the last stream quite a bit. Love this guy making 2 copies of himself. Both being huge. 6 mana, you're looking at a 12/12. 5 mana, you're looking at 5 mana and an elf, you're looking at 2 5/5s. It's 10/10. Solanu Phyrexia, we've opened him twice, which I guess is okay. Again, it's not the best soul. I might eat this one. It'd be soul food if it did. Someone in the chat just said 2 cups. 2 dudes, 1 card. 2 girls, 1 cup. And I'm okay with that. Next up, here's a blowout spell. If you're unfamiliar with this one, we should talk about it a little bit. Aether Spouts, if anytime you draft this set, you need to be aware of this card. 5 mana for each attacking creature. Its owner puts it on the top or bottom of his library. Ruins tokens. Just let me say that. His tokens can't go into the library. They just disappear. So all your tokens are gone. Secondly, for each attacking creature. Okay, so you attack all out into a guy with blue 5 mana for the next year. You're a dumbass. That's all I'm saying. You attack all out with a guy open 5 mana, you are wrecked. That card is going to wreck you. Good card. But be aware of it. You draft this set, you play it in standard, you're going to get blown out by that card from time to time. Here's the green promo. Fido Titan. Again, does look like a Kamigawa card based on the mushroom hat. To me, but I don't know, may not be. But when Fido Titan dies, return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of his or her next upkeep. 6 cast, cost 7/2. Doesn't have trample, so you probably want to give it trample, and then it'll die. Not as say what good as Wormwood Treefolk, which is one of my all-time favorite cards, but better in some ways, you know. But one of my favorite uses of this that I've seen is the ability to sacrifice it and then get it back on the next turn. So if you got something like the card that says sack a creature and draw cards equal to its power, this is a good card for that. Life's something, we may open that in this pack, but again, just a cool card. Nothing you're going to see a lot of being played in standard, or really I don't know where you'll see that played, but it's good. It's cool. Yeah, there she is again, wrecking kitchen tables all across the country, and maybe a couple standard decks. Resolute Archangel. Hey, are you below 20? You're at 20 now. Oh, you're playing EDH? You're below 30? You're at 30 now. Enjoy winning. Idiot. Why is that card? Love that card. Why is it, though? I've got a foil, and the foil is Lava Axe. Because fuck you, that's why. Oh, but... oh, here's the card I wanted to show you earlier. So look at this card, okay? This card is awesome. First off, look at the art. Look how they've mined. They've mined in exact right angles. Almost as if there's some sort of cubes. The card is called Aggressive Mining. It says you can't play lands. It's an enchantment for 4 mana. You can't play lands. Sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards. So you mine up 2 cards. Activate this ability only once each turn. And who is this designed by? Well, it says Marcus Pearson? Who did that? I believe that's Notch of Minecraft fame. Why, yes, Notch designed this card. Very cool. Very cool. Now you know Magic's cool when Notch is designing cards for it. Am I wrong? Or am I wrong? Or am I right or am I right? Here's a card that'll just make you say, what the fuck is happening? 3 mana for a 2/2, okay? 3 mana for a 2/2. With Defender. And when Hornet's Nest is dealt damage, put that many 1/1 green insect tokens with Flying and Death Touch onto the battlefield. What is even happening? Explain what? Why? What? Why is this card green to begin with? I don't get that. But then, when it takes damage, you spit out insects, hornets with flying, and they have flying, and this is a green card, and they have flying. That's weird. But I mean, I guess they would fly. That makes sense, right? But what? Why? What? And it's an O2, not a 2/2, but an O2. What? There's a card in this game that costs like 13 mana. I don't know what it costs. But it costs 1 less for each creature in play. And then it deals 13 points of damage to all creatures. So if you were to do that, you would kill everything, including this, but you would get 13 insects. If I can ever do that in a game of Magic, I will be so happy. That is cool. I mean, that's just a cool card. Everything about that is cool. Somebody let me know that card is Blasphemous Act. Thank you very much for letting me know in chat that that is Blasphemous Act. Oh boy! My dreams have come true! I now have two foil Wall of Mulches. I have two Wall of Mulches in foil. Congratulations, Boogie. Well, thank you very much, Boogie. Thank you very much, Boogie. Well, you're welcome, Boogie. That's great. That is absolutely fantastic. Fuck you, Magic. Next, in our next pack, for some reason, sorry, same pack, Crucible of Fire. Explain that to me. 2 Crucibles of Fire. This could have been a Johnny. This could have been Nisa. But instead, it's Crucible of Fire. Thanks, Wizards of the Coast. You're swell. You're swell. Here's a card we talked about quite a bit tonight. The Chain Veil. Now again, if you're not familiar with Planeswalkers, you're going to be confused, but the Chain Veil says at the beginning of your end step, if you didn't activate a loyalty ability of a Planeswalker this turn, you lose 2 life. So it's going to kill you if you don't have a Planeswalker in play. That's really important. But for 4 mana, for each Planeswalker you control, you may activate one of the loyalty abilities once this turn, as though none of its loyal abilities have been played this turn. Why? What? What? That's insane. And with, I believe, Tezzeret, you can go infinite with this card. So, hooray. Good luck with that. Good luck with that crazy shit. Somebody else pointed out earlier that I did not punish any packs, and I'm supposed to punish them because that often generates better cards. So we're going to punish these packs really good, and the best way I know how. And that's by sticking them under my fat folds. So, that's good luck with that, guys. Yeah. Those will be the last 2 packs we open. Get under that titty. Punishing packs for science. That's why they won't sponsor me, by the way. Because they don't believe in the titty pack principle. That's why I can't get a lot of sponsors for this stuff. Hey, Cruel Sadist. For 1 black, you can tap it and pay. Again, the only thing cool about this card is the designer. Edmund McMullen? Whatever. The guy who made Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy, you know? Alright. Woo! Woo! Duplicate foil walls, everybody! Duplicate foil walls for me. Look at that. I got a second Wall of Limbs. 2 boxes in a row. Wall of Limbs for days. Wall of Limbs for days. Why? What am I doing with my life? Hey, Grind Clock. 1 letter away from what a stripper does for a living. AKA Grind Cock. That's what she does. Strippers grind cocks. Boo. Boo. Here's a card that is interesting. 7, 8, 9 total mana, 2 of which must be black. Destroy all creatures you do not control, and all planeswalkers you do not control. So there's a card called Plague Wind that's seen very limited play, that just for 7 mana, 8 mana, 9 mana, destroyed all creatures target player controls. This hits all players that you don't, all creatures you don't control, and also all planeswalkers. So better, strictly better, I think. Unless you just want to kill one guy. I don't know. 9 mana, it's not going to see a lot of play at 9 mana. It's going to get cast like 6 times, but, you know, whatever. Next up, ooh, sexy foil. Look at that. Elvira, Child of Night. I let her drink my blood out of my penis. Oh, here's a card I do really like. Genesis Hydra, quite good. Genesis Hydra for days, son. Plant Hydras for days. Again, spend X mana, get an XX Genesis Hydra, 2 green to start. And then you can get to play a card, non-land card, X or less, out of your top of the cards of your library, X. Yeah, it's good. That's a good card. If there's a, I think, if there's a ramp deck, that card's in it. That's what I'm saying. Storm-Tide Leviathan. Boo. But it is good to see your mom finally got a card. Designed by McDonald's. Because this dude is fat as shit. And also smells like fish because he's your mother. All I'm saying is your mom needs to shower. Simple. Simple. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, here's one of my favorite cards of the set. This card is powerful. This card is so powerful, it makes me go, woo, which I just did. So that you know it's a good card when I'm all going, woo, about it, right? Spirit Bonds, baby! Spirit Bonds, look at that. 2 casting cost enchantment, okay? When a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay white. If you do, put a 1/1 white spirit token into play with flying. Okay, alright, that's good. But for a white and 1, sacrifice a spirit, target non-spirit creature, gains indestructible till the end of turn. This is everything you want it to do. Everything you want it to do. It makes babies. You sack the babies to save your good end. It makes you go, woo! That's the only problem. I can't play with this in Standard because I'll be at my Friday Night Magic and every time I draw it, I'm going to look at it, I'm going to go, woo! It's going to make me excited. It's going to make me excited in my pants. Yes. That is a thing that happens to me. Oh, boy. Hey, there's a foil planes. Boop. Whatever. Here's the shitty soul. We got duplicate souls of Ravnica. Why? Draw a card for each other. 7 mana activated, man. What are you doing? What is it? Skip. I don't even want to talk about why that card. Why that card? Here we go. Necromancer's Stockpile. He stocks. He piles. Again, I just really like this card. I don't know if it's going to see Standard play or where it's going to see play at, if anywhere. But it's just cool. They need to make a zombie land. I don't know why I said that, because none of that makes any sense, and it wouldn't activate, would not work that card. But whatever, fuck it. Hey, here's the red promo. Siege Dragon. 7 casting cost, 5/5 flyer when it comes into play. Destroy all walls your opponents control. And then, whenever Siege Dragon attacks, deal 2 damage to each creature without flying that player controls. Holy shit. This guy is busted in Limited. And not good enough for Standard. But man, he's going to ruin my foil walls. This dude's going to ruin my foil walls. Fuck you, Dragon. Fucking Dragon. Hate that dragon. I have all those foil walls. My wall tribal deck is ruined. It's ruined. Hey, there's that card I like. Master of Predicaments. Designed by David Sirloin. David Sirloin. I don't think that's it. David Sirloin. But yeah, guess whether or not it costs 4 or less. Guess right now. Guess whether or not the card I'm thinking about it costs 4 or more or 4 or less. You guess and then I'll tell you. All right. You ready? It's less. I was thinking about him to Turok. Discard 2 cards at random. Fuck you. I don't care if I have to pay for it or not. Hey, here's the black promo. This dude is pushed. I don't want you to underestimate this card. Because yes, it gives your opponent choices, okay? And the choices are either you draw a card or your opponent sacrifice. Okay, let's just go from the top. 5 casting cost, 5/3 flyer. So not great on the back end there. 5/3, whatever. But flying, okay, good. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card unless target opponent sacrifices a creature or pays 3 life. Well, they don't have a creature, they can't choose sacrifice. So you're either going to draw a card or they're going to lose 3 life. 98% of the time, they're going to lose 3 life. So let's just read that guy again, presuming it's always lose 3 life. Indulgent Tormentor, 5 mana, 5/3. During your upkeep, target opponent loses 3 life. Okay, then in EDH, you get to choose who the target is. I mean, just overall, he's cool. He's going to get bolted a lot. He's going to get lightning struck a lot. But when he's not getting lightning struck, he's just cool. I like that guy. And speaking of cards that won't get played, Hornet Queen for 5, 6, 7 mana for a 2/2 Death Touch. And when it enters the battlefield, put 4 1/1 green insect creatures with flying and Death Touch onto the battlefield. Why is... Whatever. I don't know why that got reprinted. I guess because they were doing the token anyway. So they're doing the token for the other thing. But I just don't really get the point. Ooh, here's a card getting talked about quite a lot in Modern. Chief Engineer. 2 casting cost 1/3. Artifact spells you cast have Convoke. Weird. I don't know what to do with this. But somebody out there in Modern is like, I'm gonna fuck people up. With some sort of, I don't know, what is a card? The affinity deck? Probably some sort of affinity thing going. Yep, next up. Ooh, cool foil. Cool foil. Master of Predicaments. Very cool foil. Just pretty. And an interesting card. Not a great card, but an interesting one. Also in here we get this piece of crap. Stain the Mind. Convoke, so yay. Name a non-land card, search target player's graveyard, hand and library for any number of cards with that name and exile them. Then that player shuffles his or her library. So you're going to name one card that can't be a land, and then just go wreck. Get all your Tarmogoyfs, and even if that costs 1, Extirpate does, then it's only so good. It can also get from their hand as well. So if you've... I don't know. Not my thing, but whatever. Polymorph's Jest. Until in a turn, each creature target player controls loses all abilities. That becomes a blue frog with base power and toughness of 1/1. So all your dudes are frogs with 1/1s. They're enchanted, they're going to be bigger. If you have something that buffs them in play, they're going to be bigger. But still, all your shit is frogs. Instant speed. Oh, you attack them with everything? Everything's frogs. Oh, you block with all your crap? Oh, they're all frogs. Fuck them. Smash them like frogs. I mean, it's a cool concept. It's an interesting way for blue to deal with stuff. But now, when you call a Magic store and say, do you guys have Battle Toads? They can say, yeah, we can get you some Battle Toads. It's not a big deal. 3 mana. 3 mana. Get you some Battle Toads. Get you some Battle Toads. Foil. Not particularly interesting foil. Krinko's Enforcer. Intimidate for 2/2. He enforces Krinko, I guess. Here's an interesting card. Don't know much what to think about it, but return to the ranks. White, and X, okay? Convoke. Return X target creature cards with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. So for 3 mana, So they go to the battlefield. Sorry, they go from the graveyard to the battlefield. So for 3 mana, you can return a 2 casting cost thing to the battlefield. 4 mana, you can get 2. 5 mana, you can get 3. It's convocable, so you're kind of free to tap the creatures you have in play to do this. But it's only creatures that cost 2, which is, if you build the deck right, really solid. This card is one of those cards that just makes you go, I need to test this. I need to sit down and test this. What 2-drops are in the format? Which 2-drops are worth playing with? Which 2-drops do I want to build a deck around? Certainly, somebody mentions in the chat, right comes to mind is Return Voice of Vengeance, Resurgence. Voice of Resurgence. Yeah, that's going to happen for the next 3 months until Ravnica rotates out. Absolutely a great choice. And there are a lot of phenomenal 2-drops in Standard right now. So this is a card that I expect to see tested, and I don't know what the results will be. But I know people are going to try it. I will try it. So we'll just have to see. Here's the card we mentioned earlier that I do genuinely love. Life's Legacy. The art is just so cool. It's got the little deer. I don't know if the deer is dead. It's a unicorn. Sorry, not a deer. I don't know if the unicorn is supposed to be dead, but that would fit the flavor of the card, so I presume that it is. Hard to tell with my crappy eyes. But then there's a tree growing out of its back, and potentially mushrooms growing on its back as well. But 2 mana, sorcery speed. If this was English speed, if this was instant speed, it would be way better. But as an additional cost to cast Life's Legacy, sacrifice a creature. Draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. I mean, that's powerful shit. In a green ramp deck, that could really get you there. So, I just like it. Again, I don't know if it's powerful or not, but I like it. 2 more packs left in the box. And then we got our Punish packs. See where they come from. Again, powerful card, valuable card. But just weird. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, legendary land, and each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. Again, you want to be careful not to play too many of them. And you want to be careful not to play a second one at the same time. But again, everything is swamps. Everything is swamps. And this would potentially be the last pack if we did not have Punish packs. So let's see how boring it is. Island. Ooh. A foil Into the Void. 4 casting cost sorcery. Return up to 2 target creatures. Not a card you'll see in Standard probably, but... bad. Bad card. Yawgmoth. Fuck you, Yawgmoth. You dumb. Get out of my house. So the last pack principle would stand true in this case. But fortunately not. Alright, let's get into the punishment packs. Because without the punishment packs, this box is mediocre. No planeswalkers. Couple of mythics. Spirit Bond is super nice. Genesis Hider is pretty good. Chain Veil. I mean, that's definitely a card people want. I don't necessarily want it. Couple souls. So 3 mythics so far. So statistically, the chances of these packs under my titty fold having good rares in it, not great, but a little more. Oh god, they're ugh. You know, I don't want to touch them. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Eat shit. Fuck you, Jace. All right, here we go. Here we go. Big money. Big. Oh, they're warm. Oh, no foil. Here's a rare. And it's the first copy of this we've seen. Obnixilis, Unshackled. Flying, trample, 4/4. Whenever an opponent searches his or her library, that player sacrifices a creature and loses 10 life. Yeah, don't be playing fetch lands on my watch, son. And also, whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this. Don't be having your creatures die on my watch, son. Not a great card, but whatever. Can't cry when you open up Nixilis. I don't know where he's supposed to be played. Certainly not Modern. But And last punishment pack. Oh crap, I broke stuff. I broke stuff. Oh, let me fix this real quick. Last punishment pack. Hey, while we clean up this mess, by the way, have I mentioned you should take the time to visit MTG headquarters? You can find the link in the description box down below. Or if you can chat, you can find it live on the stream. Go check them out. Tell them Boogie sent you. Or don't, whatever. Whatever. Do what you want, I ain't your boss. Alright, that's close enough. I'll clean up afterwards. Here we go. Here we go. Toe good? Oh, no foil, no foil. No foil. And finally... Well... Whatever. Whatever. Spectra. Isn't that supposed to be Spectral Ward? No, it's Spectra Ward. I respect the shit out of your ward. Enchant creature, enchantment aura, 5 mana. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from all colors. This does not destroy auras. Cool card. Not a card I really feel like I need to jump up and down about. But that's okay. That's alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, this is going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Yet another couple of unboxings. We'll do it again in 3 months or whenever the next box set comes out. I always love doing these unboxings for you. If you're not giving Magic a chance, I hope that you do. Start with Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalker 2014, which is available on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. It's available on Steam. It's available on iPad. It's available in a lot of different places. Magic 2015 isn't bad. It's got a lot of microtransactions in it, so if you don't like that kind of thing, maybe you should stay away. Even if you get the $9.99 version of Magic 2015, though, you'll still like it. But the best way to learn to play is go into your local gaming store, sit down and learn to play through the folks who'll teach you. Or pick a friend, go to your local Walmart or wherever else and sit down and check out this game that I've been playing now for 20 years of my life. I promise you, it's worth every year, it's worth every moment, and I'd love to share that passion with you. But again, until next time, I love you. I'll speak with you soon. See ya.